Hey guys, today I wanted to walk you through the gun collection. But up front, I just want to say it's not that big of a collection, it's not that nice of a collection, but it's mine. And every gun has a purpose, so be nice down in the comments. Alright, starting us off, I have the Sig Sauer P365 Fuse. And this was the first handgun that I purchased. Thought it would make a fantastic first gun, striker fire. Came with these high capacity 21 round mags. Um, it's small, and I understand why it's called the 365. It's because you can carry it 365 days a year, and it will protect you every single day. It is reliable, it's durable. I must say, it's one of Sig Sauer's best handguns that they've ever made, and they've made a lot of great guns. This is one of the best guns, and I would recommend it to people. Especially if you can get a deal, save some money on it. Now the second gun is another handgun, and this is the Smith & Wesson Performance Center M&P 2.0, chambered in 10mm. They have a 9mm competitor version of it, and this is just the Performance Center 10mm version. Reason I got this is because I go hiking where there's mountain lions, moose, and bear, and I don't like any of those, all right? They scare me, they're dangerous, and I don't trust bear spray. The reason why I don't trust bear spray actually is kind of funny. One day I was getting ready to go backpacking in the Uintas with some friends, and I was in the basement messing around with some bear spray, and I took off the safety clip and I sprayed some, and I accidentally got some in my eyes, and it hurt. I took a cold shower. I felt like I couldn't see. I felt like I was going to go blind. But after a while, felt fine. Didn't do much. Didn't kill me. All right. Didn't even really incapacitate me. And so I thought, what is that going to do to a bear? Which is, 200 times bigger than I am and way, way stronger. It's not going to do anything. So that's why I got this. Now it is a little bit large and it's a little bit bulky to pack around, but it helps with just controlling it. If you ever have to draw and shoot a bear or something, the bigger the better. I have used my brother's Glock 20 before when I was backpacking, and it was so small. It was nice when I was carrying it around, but gosh, after the first shot, I couldn't hit a darn target, and it was just impossible to control. So this with the large break on the front, porting, just makes it easier. Good gun. Spent too much time on that. There you have it. Now, last, certainly not least, is my favorite, and this is the holy grail of my handguns. It's Beretta 92X Performance Defensive. And this is a competition gun. All right, I know it says performance and defensive. It's all about performance. All right, there's nothing defensive about it. This gun is extremely heavy. It is right at the weight limit for gun competitions, whether it's like the IPSC or IPSA and the Open. It's heavy, all right? But it's fast, it's accurate, it's flat shooting. It's an iconic gun. It was expensive. They've gotten cheaper now, so I do wish that I had been able to resist the urge to purchase for longer and I could have saved money. But just a great gun. The thing that sets this apart for me is, well, from the moment I first picked it up in the store, it fit my hand so nicely. And then I pointed it, and I didn't have to move my head or anything. I was dead on. It acquires targets for me like nothing else will. And it honestly feels like an extension. It's extremely accurate. It's just a beautiful gun. Glad I have it. Hope it never ever leaves the safe. Well, I hope it never gets sold. All right, I want to keep that gun forever and ever. Moving on, we have what is undoubtedly the worst gun I own. And you guys can trash this in the comments if you want. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I got this 22, and specifically this is the Savage Arms Precision 64. And it costs like 200 bucks. Something super cheap. I thought everybody needs to have a 22, which is true. Everyone should have a 22. just not this 22. All right, I'm older and wiser now. This thing malfunctions. It's hard to load. It's hard to operate. It's janky. Even for 200 bucks, it's just, it ain't worth it. I wish that I didn't have this gun, and I wish I could get rid of it. I'm looking, maybe I'm just going to pawn it for 50 bucks or something. It's a garbage gun. All right, that's enough said. It really doesn't deserve any attention. This, however, does deserve some attention. Right here is obviously a Chris Vector. Specifically, this is the Gen 2 CBR, or maybe it's CRB. I can't remember the acronym, but it's a carbine, so it has rifle length barrel, this retractable stock, etc. And it is a good gun. It's a nice plinking gun. It is also fast and accurate. The recoil impulse, very enjoyable. It's unique to carbines for sure. I've heard that you can FRT these now, and so that you actually get some of the sub-gun action, and it actually makes it worthwhile. I don't have one. I hope to have one eventually. But if I could do it all over again, I'd still get a Chris Vector. I should have gotten the Gen 3, and I should have gotten a pistol variant. One with a threaded barrel so I could actually suppress it, and then one with a pistol grip on the end, just to make it smaller and have more practical use cases. If it had a pistol grip and a threaded barrel, it could be a truck gun. This, as it is, all it is a range gun. It's just a look cool gun, and it does look cool. You guys might disagree with me, but in my opinion, this gun is like a 9.5 out of 10. I think it looks fantastic. I could be wrong, so let me know in the comments section. But that is one gun I don't regret buying. Okay, now we're going to get to the longer portion of this video, and I'm going to talk about shotguns. And this is an opinion that I'm never going to surrender. I'm never going to change. I'll die on this hill. A shotgun is the most useful kind of gun that anybody can have. It's useful because you can hunt with it, big game, birds. You could even shoot fish, I guess, if you want to go redneck enough. And it's great for self-defense as well. Nothing replaces a shotgun, okay? I'll tell you a story. One day, I was at a friend's house. His dad was ex-military, ex-FBI, ex-SWAT. Or not FBI, SWAT, and he was also on bomb squad and stuff. He was a cop, a detective, something when he retired, da-da-da-da. Anyway, he did it all. He had a lot of training. And he opened up his safe, which he had tons of stuff from his whole career, just unbelievable guns. And he handed us a Benelli M4, and he said, "This is the most deadly gun in the whole world. This is the fastest shotgun. It's so effective." And so I've never forgotten that. I agree. I think shotgun is greatest for self-defense. It has the most utility, provides an immense amount of value. So I have two shotguns. Both of them are pump action. This is the Benelli Supernova, and it's 12 gauge. That sound right there could save your life, because if you have a home invader and they hear shotgun racking, they're going to turn tail and run. This is a gun that I use mostly for hunting and shooting clay pigeons. Killed some ducks and some geese with it. It is a lot of fun. Super reliable, super affordable. I don't know what they're going for right now, but when I got this, it was 500 bucks. And I've already gotten my money's worth. And I bet that this gun is going to outlive me and be like brand new. Just well designed. Benelli makes the best shotguns, all right? Hands down. And this is the best pump action shotgun that you can get as an entry level gun. My second shotgun is a gift that I received from my grandfather. This is an Ithaca Model 37 featherweight, and it is a bottom ejecting shotgun. So it's based off of an old John Browning design that he had, and it's actually a beautiful shotgun. and it works extremely well. It has been super reliable, which you wouldn't think, but such an old design and a simple design, it just works. I don't use it for hunting because I don't want to mess it up. It is now an heirloom shotgun, and it will be for the rest of the time. But I love shooting this thing. I use it for clays, and I actually like it more than Benelli. Obviously, it kicks a little bit more, but just a fantastic gun. Not going anywhere, and I'm so grateful that my grandfather gave this to me because, I don't know, it's a special gun to me. Now, this is the last section where we get onto the rifles. And you'll be able to tell that more than anything, I enjoy big rifles, right? I enjoy shooting long range. I think it's the coolest. I think it's just fun, right? Even bench rest, I think it's fun. And this is my first rifle, my first gun actually. I got this when I was 15 years old as a gift for becoming an Eagle Scout. And right here is the Browning X-Bolt Hell's Canyon Long Range. It's chambered in 7mm Remington Magnum. Got a big Vortex Viper. This is a 4-16 by 50, and it's got the exposed turrets. It's got it all. I could go on about this gun. It is uber reliable, just fun to shoot, light trigger, one of the best actions that have ever been invented. All right, there's not very many that I would put ahead of this. Fantastic gun. And I love how simple bolt actions are, how maintainable they are. Good gun. I'm looking forward to hunting this season with this gun, and this thing is going to help me put an elk and a deer in the freezer, and I'm really looking forward to that, especially with how expensive beef and meat prices are. Second to last gun, and this is starting to get into the realm of expensive and ridiculous. Right here, I have the H&K MR556 A4. This is the 16-inch version, and you can see I've got it all tricked out. I changed the stock, I changed the grips. I've got my Vortex LPVO on there, and I've also got a Huxworks Flow 7.62 can, so 30 caliber can. The reason I did that is because I thought, I could put this can also on my hunting rifle and other guns, so I went with a larger size. That made sense at the time, and I honestly think that it looks good because it is longer than the 5.56 can, so it just makes it overall more proportional. Anyway, I love this gun. It really is just to look cool, but this is what I would call my SPR, my special purpose rifle. It is going to be effective ranges really from 0, because it has the red dot on there, but from 0 out to 500 because of the LPVO, it's going to be useful, and it's a great gun to own, super reliable, and this is the definition of buy once, cry once. Would I do it again? No, but I think I'm all set for AR-15s for a very, very, very long time, because I have what is, well, debatably, but in my opinion, the greatest AR-15 of all time. Now, the last gun is one that I'm proud of because I put it together, planned it out, and it turned out better than I had imagined. Okay, this is the Springfield Armory M1A. It's chambered in .308. It's got a nice heavy barrel on there. It's accurized. I have this huge Vortex Venom scope on there, adjustable turrets. I have everything. This is what I'd call my DMR, the Designated Marksman's Rifle. And because it's 0 at 200, I really intend for it to just be used 500 to 1,000 yards. Yes, it will shoot that far. Yes, it will be that accurate. And man, it's one of the meanest looking guns that I own. It really is just scary because it's all black, it's big, and it just looks like a killer. What a fantastic gun. And it's like owning a piece of the future because it has all the benefits of modern technology combined with a piece of the past. Um, each of these guns scratches a unique itch for me, um, and I like them all. I don't want to have to part with any except for that piece of junk, Savage Arms. So I'll hopefully get rid of that and replace it. But I'm very happy with this collection. With the collection that I have now, when I walk into the gun store, it's just for fun. And I don't even feel tempted. Well, that's not fully true. But mostly I don't even feel tempted to buy a new gun when I go there. Because I think, what more do I need? I have all this at home. I do have enough. All right, I think that this is enough for me. You may feel different, but collection is pretty good the way that it is. Of course, things are going to change. There's going to be incoming and outgoing guns over the years. This is a good base. Now, just in closing, if you're still watching, I do have some words to the wise. I put this collection together pretty much in under a year, excluding my shotguns and my hunting rifle. And that was a lot of money to drop on guns. And I was a little bit obsessed, definitely carried away with it. If I could do it all again, I'd do it slower, more patiently. Pace myself, say maybe one a year, plan it out more carefully. I didn't need these for self-defense or for hunting. I just got them because I wanted them. And, that was a little bit of a selfish thing to do. It is what it is. But at least when I'm married, I'm not going to be bringing home new guns all the time because I already have them. Now, my word to the wise is just don't get carried away. It's wonderful that we get to exercise our rights, that we have these freedoms, that we can do something as cool as collect these pieces of equipment and these tools and use them and practice with them and train. Just don't get carried away. That's all I have to say, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bash my pieces if you want in the comments, or let me know which ones you like the most. I also want to know what you guys have in the collection, because I know some of you guys have insane gun knowledge, and I'd love it if you share that with me. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.